friends, it's Lisa. Welcome and thank you for watching another one of my videos. So today's video I am sharing with you what I burned and melted for September 2017, and oh my goodness, glass is heavy. Anyway, I am filming this concurrently with my body care empties videos, and I mentioned in that video, whether it's up first or next, that I do not know when this video will actually go up. It is October 4th, but I have a busy next couple days, and also I used to use the YouTube editor that was for free, and YouTube for whatever reason has decided to discontinue that service, and I'm currently researching free editing or like low cost editing for my YouTube videos. But without further delay, here is what I went through last month. The first I went through is this large jar of spiced pear, and this was a Yankees returning favorites. As you can see, if you were familiar with the packaging of the older favorites, they've actually like revamped what these look like. So it doesn't look like the old candles, and it doesn't look like new candles. It has its own unique look, and I actually really like it. And then it also had the little returning favorites ribbon atop. But this was really nice. I feel like pear scents are rare. It's not something that I come across, but this was like a really nice. I got the pear, I got a little bit of cinnamon. I enjoyed this a lot. I also finished from Yankee this 1 wick pillar, medium size of Honeycrisp apple cider, and as you can see, the top is really black because this one had crazy sooting. I don't think it was user error. This was actually a yellow label from the outlets that I picked up, and I had made a video when I got it. The wick was like super crazy, but this was just like that fresh cuts, like you have an apple, I'm thinking like Granny Smith, and you just like cut into it, and it's like that fresh hint of apple. I didn't get any type of cinnamon, I didn't get any type of spice. This was just like pure apple, and I really enjoyed it. I have this Nicole Home Accents candle, which I picked up at AC Moore in 2016, and this is salted caramel, and this was just like, it was that caramel candy that you can get. There was, even though there was apple in the picture, I don't get any hints of apple. This was just pure caramel and very sweet, like to the point like towards the end that I had to call it because I couldn't smell it anymore. It was kind of making me nauseous. But this wax is a different type of wax compared to my Yankees or Bath and Body Works. I don't know if it's because these candles are like a cheaper price point. They are more affordable. I got this for like $2.50. But it was a really good candle. It just was like I said, towards the end, just too sweet, and I'm kind of over the caramel at this point. Talking about caramel that I'm over, I use this melt cup of salted caramel, and I had burned a couple months ago a tart of salted caramel that I found in one of my drawers, and I thought there was like this weird, there's just like something about it that I wasn't crazy about, and I thought maybe it could be age, and then I got this and I realized it's the actual scent of the wax. There's just like, it's like super sickeningly sweet. And yeah, this is in plastic, but there's also something like very synthetic that I don't think it's the melt cup plastic, because I've had other melt cups and I don't smell that smell. But it's like very synthetic, very sweet, and I will not be buying any salted caramel Yankee candle scents in the future. I finished another melt cup, and this is in spiced pumpkin, and this was really nice. I mean, this smells to me just like that generic, you went to a like country themed store and you walk in and it's got that like that potpourri, like autumnal potpourri smell. That's what I got from the spiced pumpkin. It doesn't jump out to me necessarily as like pumpkin. It just more like screamed just general fall to me. I finished a Praline Pecan Bath and Body Works, and as you can see, there is a good amount of wax left. I did put it, actually, even though the wicks were still there, I did put it on my candle crock. I think I'm just like over these like praline, pecan, caramel smells. This got to the point where it just was too stickingly sweet for me, and I don't know why, like I put it on the candle crock because I thought that maybe it would change the scent, and it only actually intensified the scent. So I stopped, like it was only on the candle crock for maybe a day, and then I finished it. So from Kringle Candle, I finished this Daylight of Vanilla Latte. There wasn't anything necessarily about Vanilla Latte that made me think September, but I just pulled it out anyway. And this was just like that nice cup of coffee with milk. Not black coffee, but just like creamy coffee, a latte. But I liked it, and these Daylights are nice if you ever get a chance to get some, because it's a great way to sample Kringle scents without committing to their candles, because their candles are kind of expensive. But every so often they offer their like Daylight Savings sale, and they'll sell a whole bunch of these. You can get them for like $2 a piece, which is still like kind of a lot of money because you're getting only 1.25 ounces of a candle, and they only maybe burn for like maybe 6 hours or something at most, I feel like. But it is, like I said, a great way to sample some of their scents. I finished a Clam Shell from Better Homes and Gardens of Sugared Lavender Twist. I love this scent. I don't know if it's year-round or just like my Walmart just had it. Oh my god. It just smells really, really great. And I actually have 2 more clam shells of this. So it's one of those scents that I feel like I will never... I don't want to jinx it, but I don't think I'll ever get tired of it. And I kind of always want to have it available if I want to warm it. Also from Walmart, from Sensationals, I picked up Honeycrisp Apple Cider. And this was nice. This was, it wasn't exactly like, it was like a little bit different than this, but I mean, they're kind of like very similar. Just like generic, like fresh cut apple, which isn't a bad thing when I say generic, but it just smelled really good, and I enjoyed it. Kind of just like, there's a little more hint in this to me of cinnamon. That other candle had no cinnamon. This was kind of like, if I think of the drink like hot apple toddy, this is what this reminds me of. I finished a car jar of lime and sea salt from Yankee Candle. This is from their Margarita collection, and I picked this up during the semi-annual sale. And in the back it just says, if life gives you limes, make margaritas, from the great philosopher Jimmy Buffett. This car jar might be the only car jar in history that has the potential to spur arguments, as my dad and I got into an argument over Jimmy Buffett while in my car. It had nothing to do with the scent of the car jar, it just had to do with Jimmy Buffett. I finished 3 votives of cotton candy, and I picked these up at the outlets a couple months ago, and I absolutely love cotton candy. And I was having a really rough day, week, year, friends theme song. I was having like a really rough couple days, and I just wanted to treat myself with something that would make me happy. And so I put the 3 votives in my mixology votive thing, and I mean, it didn't make me happy, but it made me like on the way to being happy. So that was nice. And this is actually what's like left over. I don't know why I put this in the bin, but this is like what's left over of my cotton. Oh my god, it still smells so good. I finished, from Sonoma, I finished this Fall in Love, and as you can see, there is some wax left. This actually was a tricolor candle. It was orange, purple, and green, and it was supposed to smell like apples. And I guess I got spoiled because in August I burned brown sugared peaches from Sonoma, and it was a great burn, and it also threw very well. This was kind of the exact opposite, and I don't know if it was because of the fact that it's a tri-colored, like tri-wax candle. It was really weak, and it burned like crap. Like it was struggling, it was tunneling. I actually had to cotton ball it. And when I got to this point, I just gave up on it. I didn't want to deal with it anymore. And I never even trimmed the wicks, but the wicks were like super short and puny. And they're like weird placement. I mean, it's not even like an actual triangle, like equilateral triangle or anything. So I have one more of these Sonoma candles. So I'll see if that one burns any better. This had nothing to do with September, but I grabbed it anyway and burned it in my room. And this is from Bath & Body Works, their new essential oil. This was rose. I just loved it. It was like a very delicate floral. I had this in my bedroom, and it threw very well. I don't know if it's necessarily like screams rose, but it is in that like rose-esque floral. And I highly recommend it if you want to fill a space with a, like, I mean, roses, flowers can be like either gender, but like more feminine, I guess, scent. So it was nice. And it comes with this really cute lid. I know some people are all about the lid game, so. You guys, I finished this toasted coconut, and I loved this candle. I picked it up earlier in the year when it was in that collection with like cucumber melon and like farm stand apple, and it was one of those candles where I only bought one because I'm not usually the type of person that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy multiples, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy more if it comes back, and I never saw it ever again. So I am happy that I got this one. It kind of smelled like in the beginning like the Samoa Girl Scout cookie. Towards the end, it lost some of that like cookiness and just became more straight caramel, which since I burned this in the beginning of September, I was all about this candle. I think if I would have burned it towards the end of September when I was carameled out, I might have been a little bit annoyed, but I really, 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 really enjoyed this candle. And now for the candle that you should save the best for last, but I guess I saved the worst for last. And it's from Bath & Body Works, and it's this Harvest Pear. I hated this candle. Hated, 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 hated. I burned it for a while until it got to this point, and it was like this synthetic, gross, disgusting, I don't even know, it wasn't pear to me. I did not get pear. I don't even know what I got. But I was like, I'm going to like keep on trying with this candle. I'm going to keep at it. And then finally at this point, I put it in my candle crock, and it was like overwhelmingly sweet bakery, like pastry. And my dad's like, oh, what is that strawberry smell? So like, I can kind of get where he got the strawberry scent. It's like a weird, just like synthetically sweet fruit smell. I don't think it's great, like is pear at all. But that's just me. And as you can see, since it was in the candle crock, the wicks got all crazy. But anyway, that is my 14-minute, holy crap. Again, I'm sorry with these long videos, but that is my video of candle empties for September 2017. If you made it to this far, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I hope you guys all stay well. Bye!